If your automatic transmission is slipping between gears, taking forever to engage when you drop it into drive, or clunking hard when you throw it in reverse, pay attention, because what I'm about to tell you might save you from a seriously painful bill. You know how much a transmission rebuild costs here in the States? We're talking $3,000, $5,000, $8,000, depending on the vehicle. And the worst part? It might be entirely your fault and you don't even know it. I've been working on cars for years, and I can tell you straight up, most American drivers are destroying their own automatic transmission every single day. First thing in the morning, before they even back out of the driveway, or when they're trying to park. It's a silent, invisible mistake that keeps adding up damage until the day the bill finally arrives, and it arrives hard. If you stick around until the end of this video, you're going to find out exactly what those mistakes are, why they happen, and how to stop making every single one of them starting today. This isn't textbook theory. This is what I learned hands-on, and it's going to save your wallet. Number 1. Shifting from park to drive without waiting even 5 seconds. One of the most common mistakes happens first thing in the morning, when you jump in the truck, fire it up, and immediately drop it into drive or slam it into reverse without waiting at all. Seems harmless, right? But your automatic transmission depends completely on its internal fluid to work, both to lubricate and to build the hydraulic pressure that moves everything inside that unit. And when you first start the engine, that fluid hasn't circulated through the whole system yet. The gears, the clutch packs, and the internal clutch discs are running for a few seconds with almost no lubrication. Think about starting an engine with no oil. That's basically what's happening, just in slow motion and spread out over time. The problem is, you don't feel a thing right away. The truck drives, everything seems fine. But underneath the hood, the wear is stacking up day after day, start after start, until one day the transmission starts slipping, starts clunking, and you take it to the shop and the mechanic hands you an estimate that makes you want to sit down. Waiting just 3 to 5 seconds after starting the engine before engaging a gear already makes a huge difference in the life of your transmission. It's simple, it costs you nothing, and it saves you from a very expensive headache. Number 2. Shifting from drive to reverse with the vehicle still rolling. This one is one of the most destructive mistakes out there, and an insane number of drivers do it without even blinking, especially during quick maneuvers, when parking at a packed mall, or getting out of a tight spot downtown. When you shift from drive to reverse, or from reverse to drive while the vehicle is still rolling, you're forcing the transmission to reverse the rotational direction of all its internal components while they're still spinning. Imagine yourself on a moving walkway, trying to turn around and run the opposite direction before it stops. That would be a mess, and that's exactly what's happening inside your transmission. That sudden move puts violent internal impacts on the clutch packs, the gears, the planetary gear sets, and the torque converter, which is the component responsible for transferring power from the engine to the transmission. And the worst part is, those impacts don't show up all at once. They build up silently, like a crack in the foundation you ignore until the day the whole thing gives out. The end result can range from annoying shudders and vibrations all the way to complete transmission failure, and that repair bill won't be pretty. The fix is simple. Come to a complete stop before changing direction. 2 seconds of patience can save you thousands of dollars in repairs. Number 3. Trusting only park to hold the vehicle. A lot of folks think throwing it in park is enough to keep the vehicle safely in place. But the reality is a lot scarier than that. That park position is held by a small internal mechanical lock, a tiny little piece inside the transmission called a parking pawl. When you leave the vehicle held only by that piece, the entire weight of the vehicle is resting on that tiny mechanism, which simply was not designed to handle that kind of load continuously. Now picture that on a hill, and in this country hills are everywhere. Any neighborhood in San Francisco, Denver, Pittsburgh, Seattle has grades all over the place. The stress on that pawl is even greater. Over time, this can cause the transmission to bind up, cause that ugly clunk when you pull out of a parking spot, or damage other internal components. All of that from trusting a piece the size of your thumb to hold a 2-ton F150. Number 4. Using the parking brake. Wrong, or worse, not using it at all. This mistake is the twin of the last one, and most people don't even realize they're doing it wrong. A lot of folks pull the parking brake after they've already shifted into park, or they skip the parking brake entirely, like it's just there for decoration. The correct order is, first, you set the parking brake, then you slowly release the foot brake and let the weight of the vehicle settle onto the brakes, and only then do you shift into park. That sequence keeps the transmission's parking pole completely free from load. No stress on it whatsoever. When you do it backwards, the transmission absorbs weight it was never meant to carry, and that slowly shortens the life of the whole system without you noticing, until the day you notice it on the shop estimate. Number 5. Shifting while the vehicle is under load. This mistake happens when the driver is holding the brake hard while still shifting gears, especially when leaving a parking spot or doing a tight maneuver. Seems like no big deal. After all, the vehicle isn't even moving. But inside the transmission, the story is completely different. That situation creates internal stress on the hydraulic and mechanical components of the system, forcing the clutch discs, the clutch packs, and the internal pressure systems to work against each other. It's like pulling a rope from both ends and expecting it to last forever. Over time, this habit causes progressive failures, harsh shifts, and system problems that could have been avoided with one simple adjustment to your driving habits. Number 6. Flooring it with a cold transmission. This is the mistake of the impatient guy, the driver who fires up the truck and takes off hard like he's late for kickoff at the Super Bowl. The automatic transmission fluid needs a few minutes to reach its ideal operating temperature and properly lubricate all the internal components. When you push the transmission hard before that happens, the gears and clutch packs are running with insufficient lubrication, causing overheating, accelerated wear, and loss of hydraulic pressure. For the first few minutes, take it easy. No hard acceleration. Let the rig wake up before you get on it. The honest truth is that most automatic transmission failures don't come out of nowhere. They are the result of small mistakes repeated every single day, week after week, month after month, year after year, until the transmission decides to send you the bill all at once. Changing these habits can add years to the life of your transmission and save you from repairs that cost a month's paycheck or more. If this video made you realize a mistake you were making without knowing it, drop it in the comments below. Which one of these habits were you doing without realizing it? That really helps me understand what you guys need to know about your own vehicles. And if you want to keep learning real tips on how to take care of your ride and avoid getting killed at the shop, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because here you'll learn about your vehicle what no dealership will ever tell you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.